Hi everyone. My name is Nika Maurice, and my partner here is.
Hi, my name is Jet.
Yeah, so we're here to discuss about everything that we could be able to have a topic about work, freelancing, friends, or anything that we could be able to tap on. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What do people misunderstand most about the VA industry? Oh, that's spicy. Nakaka-relate kasi talaga ako. Kasi
Uh-huh.
when I started being a virtual assistant, sinasabi ko naman to na wala akong training. I don't know anything the hell out of it. Wala talaga. All I know is creative akong tao and kung ano yung natutunan ko sa school. That's it. Yun lang. So, nalaman ko on my own. Pero sobrang kuripot ko sa sarili ko na ayokong ipasok yung sarili ko sa mga trainings. Gano'n na parang, bakit
Okay.
i-invest pa ng 2,000 for a training, ganito, ganyan. So, okay, kuripot ako but in a good way na resilient din naman ako. So,
Mm.
what I did is, lagi ko sinasabi sa mga interview ko, ever since I become a virtual assistant, it feels like I married Google. I married YouTube. Yung
Mm.
mga
Okay.
source materials na yon. So, inaral ko lang everything. Hindi sa nagmamayabang. I really hope there's someone na nag-guide sa akin all throughout para mas madali yung journey. So, whenever I encounter people na nagme-message sa'kin na, "Jay, patulong naman," ganyan, ganyan. Of course, wini-welcome ko sila. I don't ask for anything na kapalit. Basta gusto ko yung eagerness, gano'n. There are success stories. May mga friends na ako na naging virtual assistant na rin ngayon. And can you imagine like hindi ko siya na-meet in person, but someone na naka-match ko from a dating app is parang hindi nag-flow into romantic yung conversation namin eh. More on being sa career, ganyan. So, he asked me na paano ba maging virtual assistant. Dream niya talaga maging virtual assistant. So, alam mo ginagawa ko? Sobrang tiwala ko na rin sa kanya. Like, minsan, siya yung pinag-edit ko ng video na ipapasa ko sa
Ah.
client.
Oh.
Tapos, for
That's
example,
maganda yun.
may mga research na sabi niya, bigyan mo lang ako ng any task kaya hindi mo ako kailangang bayaran. Sinasabi ko kasi na, I don't wanna waste your time. Parang kailangan may bayad yan. Eh, hindi. Gusto ko lang talaga
Opo.
paano, oo, yung flow. So, there are times na busy ako, I need to do this research. Siya yung papag-researchin ko. And then, you know what? After 2 months, I think, matagal na rin kami hindi nag-usap. He messaged back and he told me he has two
Client na.
clients na.
Wow.
From
Good.
BPO siya industry. So, ang
Hmm.
galing na work from home na rin siya, ganyan. So, one thing na may misunderstood ng mga tao is being a virtual assistant or remote work is easy. Very easy. Kasi nandito lahat eh, convenience eh. Pagising mo kahit hindi ka nakahilamos, wala kang toothbrush, makakapag-work ka na agad. Pagkuha ng client, madali lang. Pero to be honest, ang hirap. Kahit ako, 5 years na ako sa industry, nahihirapan pa rin ako, may times na nahihirapan pa rin ako kumuha ng client. It's because oversaturated na yung industry natin.
Mm.
So, ito yung advice ko. This industry is really not easy.
For everyone.
Hindi talaga. I don't think merong easy job eh. I don't think
Totoo.
na hindi ka babayaran kung madali lang gawin yung ginagawa mo.
Oo, totoo.
'Di ba? So,
Oo.
yun yung mindset ko na walang madaling trabaho. So, ito lang masasabi ko talaga. If you really want something, aralin mo. If you really want something, mag-spend ka, mag-invest ka ng time on learning things. Just go for it. Dive for it. Kasi kung hindi mo itatry, hindi mo malalaman. Pero don't put in your mind na easy money ang pagiging virtual assistant. To be honest, hindi. Hindi talaga siya easy money. Can you imagine, pupunta ka sa work, sasaba ka sa work na wala kang alam at all, ni hindi ka nga iti-train eh. 'Di ba sobrang bihira ng magbibigay ng training sa atin. Kasi yung mga foreigners, bakit ba sila kumuha ng remote worker? It's because
True.
wala na silang time. Tapos iti-train ka pa nila, swerte mo naman, yung gano'n.
Mm.
So, lagi kasi
Mm.
nilang iniisip na being a virtual assistant is easy. It's not easy. And walang madaling work, guys. Wala. You need to do hard work or be smart about it para
Totoo.
gumaan yung trabaho mo. So, yun lang. Yung
Mm.
misconception ng tao na being a virtual assistant is easy. No, it's not
Mhm.
easy. It's not easy. You need to put your heart, soul into it. Minsan dumarating ako sa point na wala na akong maisip na content, pero kailangan kong gumawa. Or minsan may mga automations or website designing na hindi ko alam, may coding diyan, hindi ko alam kasi hindi naman ako nag-aral ng IT eh.
Oh.
I just learned it ng mga resource materials and everything is you can find it online. Not everything, pero meron. So if you have like friends na in that field, go ahead and ask them kasi nakakatulong din naman sila. And sometimes, mayroong task na out of my power na talaga na pag inaral ko to, sobrang tagal kong gagawin. But if I ask my friend to do this for me, then I'll just pay for it. Mas madali, di ba?
Yes. Oo.
Yan.
Totoo.
So, yeah. Yun lang share ko. How about you? What do people misunderstand most about VA industry?
Sa akin, VA industry, for me, ang misconception ko is just a matter of the mindset. Kasi, for me, virtual assistant or freelancing is not a job. It is a business. You are a sole proprietorship.
Yeah.
So, may iba kasi mga Filipino because they thinking, yes, we're working job, but it's a business eh.
Yeah.
Not everyone thinks it's a business. They think it's just like a job working remotely.
Yeah.
But it's
May
not.
boss ka. May
Oo,
boss ka.
business. Oo, business. For me, ito yung mindset ko. When I have a client, I always think I am a partner on their business. So my opinion, my voice matters.
Yeah.
Oo. So, eto, example, recently, may client ako na gusto niya ganyan sa business. But then again, I said no. For a reason. Sabi ko, no, let's not going to do that. That will harm our posting. Let's do this because like that. And then they listen. So, kasi that's something na when yung parang may confidence ka to say something sa client. Kasi that's why they hire you because aside sa may extra person or may dinelegate sila ng mga tasks sa'yo, there will some things that they don't know as well. At ikaw yung magpupuna ng mga knowledge na hindi nila alam. So, for me, kasi kung yung thinking mo is you are an employee, then yes person ka lang sa client mo kung anong gusto nilang gawin. But if you think that their business is somehow your business, kasi gusto mo mag-grow si client para mag-grow ka rin sa business mo, na yung business mo mag-grow, mag-long-term kayo ni client, may relationship, makakuha ka na referral sa kanya, mag-increase yung hourly rate mo, mag-increase yung hours mo, then you could be able to outsource soon. If yan yung mindset mo at the start talaga, then, especially my skill set ka na, kaya ka hinar ni client, diba? So, learn to say no for the things that the client will say, especially when you know it won't help his business. When you say no kasi, mas na-appreciate ni client kasi alam nila, you know what you're doing. Yes. And with that, you give them a better impression that I selected the right person for my business and I need to value this person to keep this and will be on my business a long term. So if whatever struggles niya, not to take advantage din naman. Kung ano man, I will going to compromise just to keep that person on my business kasi ang dami niyang natulong sa akin. Yan yung dapat ng mga VAs or freelancer. But if you're thinking about an employee, gusto mo lang makareceive lang ng income or profit, then ganyan lang, routine lang. Yan yung misconception. That's why sa mga kakausap ko rin. Like, may iba kasi na nagchat-chat din yung clients after work. Mag-respond sila. Kasi baka daw maano daw si client. No. Set boundaries na kasi kapag mag-response ka sa client after work, then you were setting tone that it is okay for you. And those time frame is you're not paid.
Yeah.
Ganun. So, magbibigay ka ng impression sa client na it's okay lang pala na mag-ano ako sa'yo, mag-chat ako sa'yo. What if kapag nasanay sa tapos ikaw, reachable ka pa, hindi ka na reachable kasi naging busy ka na may mga other clients ka, then magbe-break yung relationship ninyo. Bakit hindi ka na ganito, ganyan. So from the very beginning, mag-set na talaga ng sa client mo na ganito. Para ma-respect nila yung time mo and you respect their time, vice versa. Dun yung para sa'kin talaga misconception ng iba. Kasi may mga new VAs kasi din ako ng mga aspiring VAs na nakakausap, eh. Yan yung take nila more into employee, eh. I understand naman kasi sa Pilipinas, we were not born to have that kind of mindset na entrepreneurial mindset, ganyan. Yan kasi yung mindset na na-change ko before. That's why I was sa Upwork friend medyo nag-increase yung mga hourly ko sa Upwork. Hindi ko din alam before na negosyo siya, eh. Akala ko work lang. Nung nalaman ko na negosyo siya, okey ganito pala. So, nag-change din yung approach. And that's why it's a good foundation talaga din sa atin na maging aware sa business, sa ganyan-ganyan. Kasi we are doing business na pala talaga. Kasi kapag wala talagang client, wala tayong undang.
Exactly.
Oo. Yun yun, eh.
Actually, totoo yun. Kaya din sa Instagram bio ko, ang nakalagay entrepreneur.
Yes.
I treat this in the wing as something na business ko. Yes.
Totoo.
One good thing na kapag sinet mo, yung in-advise mo na sinet mo yung mind mo na your partner to your client and you're not just an employee, mas maganda yung nagiging result ng work mo. Kasi kung ano mang failure mo, it's not the failure of the business or ng client mo lang. It's also your failure kasi partnership kayo dyan.
Totoo.
Ang goal mo dapat pag nag-freelance ka is not because of the money. It's because of the experience and grabe yung mindset or yung growth na mabibigay ng mga international clients.
Correct.
Sobra.
Sobra talaga.
Because they will not put you in a box. Hindi ka nila gagawing robot na ito lang yung gagawin mo, ito lang. Diyan ka lang, susunod ka lang sa SOP ko. Because I hate SOP dito sa Pilipinas. Working in a corporate. Grabe yung SOPs, ang lala. May company ako na napasukan, ang lala ng SOP talaga na kaya mapadaling gawin 'to. Wala akong nakikitang mali 'pag ginawa mo 'to, pero hindi nila i-a-allow 'cause gusto nila masunod yung SOP na kung sinong sino man kung sino man yung nag-set nung SOP na yun. Pero ang nangyayari parang naba-box yung employee na, "Okey, hindi na lang chat, sige na ideas, hindi ito, follow na lang ako." So you're like a robot.
Correct.
That's
Kaya
why
maganda yung healthy disagreement.
yeah. That's why I really appreciate and maybe bakit ang tagal ko na rin dito, 5 years na rin. Kasi alam mo dahil dati nung nasa corporate ako, wala pa akong company na tinanggalan ko ng 2 years. Like 1 year and 7 months, ganun lang. Pero dito, tuloy-tuloy talaga 5 years na hindi ako nag-stop maging VA. And even
Totoo.
it's hard. Even though umaabot ako sa talagang peak point ko talaga, really down point ko, nilalaban ko talaga siya. Kasi gusto ko. I feel like I'm growing. Imaginin mo before hindi ko kaya mag-edit ng video, hindi ko alam paano mag-graphics and now nakakapag-automation na ako. Ngayon nakapag-web designing na ako. Kasi I don't box myself kasi yung mga nakakausap ko, yung mga clients ko, they don't box me. Parang lagi lang talaga nilang ina-encourage din ako, "Hi Je, anong ideas mo, anong thoughts mo? Maybe you can share something that is would create a greater plan for the company." So, I
Totoo.
really appreciate them. Yung lagi ko din shine-share sa'yo na, "Nika, don't be afraid to step up of your yung sabi ko, lagi ko sinasabi sa'yo na, "Huwag kang matakot alamin yan. I know hindi mo yan alam ngayon, but it doesn't mean hindi mo yan alam at all. You will admit," gano'n. Tuwa ako sa'yo 'pag nagtatanong ka sa'kin ng, "Day, na-try mo na ba 'tong AI, ganito, ganyan?" Sabi ko, "Oo, Day, naga-try ko na siya pero ganito, ganyan." Tapos parang sobrang napa-proud ako sa'yo na, hindi na kito gusto niya mag-auto-enyo, ganyan. Yeah.
Kasi parang almost 3 years ako na-stuck sa real estate, Tay. And then nung nakawala ako dun, nakita ko yung AI tapos ang daming sabi ko, ang dami ko na-miss out for being in a almost 3 years. Kung parang hindi ko na alam nangyayari sa market. So, dami ko in-explore ko talaga AI lahat-lahat. So, ikaw din yung nag-ask sila sa'yo kasi hindi ka kasi nag-stop sa ano, eh, hindi ka kasi sa isang company for a very long time. Oo, yun yung nangyari sa'kin, natulog ako freelancing. So, sa'yo ongoing and then ang dami mo ng alam compared sa before na nagka-workmates tayo. So, oo, ina-ask niya sa'yo yung mga bagay-bagay hindi ko alam and then, okey ganito pala, ganyan, ganyan. So, you give me resources as well na kausapin si ChatGPT, mag-ano, ganyan-ganyan. Kasi ako, I'm still trying to figure out sa market ngayon.
Early days, yung kung ano nararanasan mo, early days ko as a freelancer, naranasan ko na siya before. Like, meron akong client na ayaw niya talaga na magkaroon ako ng other clients. So, parang tumagal ako sa kanya 2 years. Nagkaroon ako ng other client din. Tapos nung na-compare ko siya, sabi ko, nung may bagong pumasok na client sa akin, mas marami akong tools na kailangang aralin kasi iba yung tools na gamit nila. And meron silang mga requirements na hinihingi na wala pa yung tools nila na meron din yung client, yung 2 years client ko. So, naisip ko na I shouldn't box myself kasi 'di ba sa corporate, the more na matagal ka na, the more na mas loyal ka, the more na mas good for promotion ka. Baliktad kasi sa freelancing.
Well, correct.
Sa freelancing kasi, yun din yung nano-notice ko and with what you shared, na the more na mas matagal ka sa client, the more na nasa-set into stone ka na ito lang yung tools, ito lang yung task na ginagawa mo over and over and like, over again. So, do not be afraid to lose a client or
Hmm,
or to have a new client. Do not be afraid of your journey, hayaan mo lang. Meron akong mga client na 1 month lang, pero it gave me a new mindset, a new skills.
correct.
So, I just allowed things. Hinahayaan ko na lang. So, ngayon, hindi na ako naglo-look forward ng long term, but I would love that na may long term. Meron din kasi na-experience ko na rin kasi na kahit na hindi na ako working sa client na yun, I still have a continuous communication sa kanya.
Yes, yan yung importante, oo.
That's one advice na do not let kasi hindi naman tayo ako hindi ako mayaman. The only thing that I have is my name. So, I'm not allowing yung integrity ko, I'm not allowing na sirain ko yung pangalan ko. So, that's why even though part ways na kami ng client ko because they no longer need or nag-iba na yung business growth nila. So, hindi na nila yung mga gano'ng bagay, mga reason. But it doesn't mean hindi na nila ako kailangan. Like, in the future, may mga clients na magme-message sa'kin or may mga clients na ni-refer ko sa ganitong friend nila. So, it means we had a good relationship. Kasi if not, hindi naman nila gagawin yun. Baka sinumpa na nila ako or
Totoo, totoo. So, don't burn bridges talaga sa flight.
yeah. Take care of your name. Magkaroon ka ng integrity in
Correct,
all
correct.
aspects in your life.
Kasi yung pangalan mo andiyan na yan, eh, hanggang sa mamatay ka no one can take that away from you. Yun talaga. Yes, so
So,
grabe ang ganda ng session natin ngayon. Iba-iba yung topic and then ang lalim.
oo. Kasi
Ang lalim ng questions.
yung money, yung properties, hindi ba madadala yan sa ukay?
Correct.
Pero yung name mo, it's something na, si Johanna, si Mika, ganito.
Yung parang impact ba? Impact ng name or ng ano mo, ginawa mo sa ibang tao. Yung parang na, money is just a tool lang kasi talaga. Diyan ko lang natutunan na ang money is tool lang talaga siya. It's just like, ano eh, paano mo lang sa i-handle, yung ganun. Then, ang integrity talaga, name mo, yung brand mo talaga. Kasi, di ba, integrity, that's your brand naman. O, pag marinig ng tao yung name mo or ng client yung name mo, ano ba nasa impression nila? To magaling to siya sa marketing, ito sa magaling din sa sales, and so that's already you, that's your brand. Oh, so, kaya ngayon, pag may clients ako mag-a-ask, may mga other clients ka pa, sabi ko, "Yes, meron. Kasi it's freelancing, they are already aware naman talaga na may compliance naman tayo, di ba? Okay lang kasi they know na business din yung ginagawa mo. Yes, so once
Hindi naman na po.
nako-compromise yung ginagawa mo sa kanila, yes, totoo.
And
You
is really about creating impact. That's why we're doing this.
correct,
Not
correct.
in gaining, ganyan,
Correct.
sending time sa mga with our busy schedule, we're setting time to talk. And ako mag end it and and finally, yeah, unti-unti magkakaroon na tayo ng workflow and it will be smooth sa atin. So yeah, I'm just really happy na at some point, kahit alam mo yun, wala naman nagtatanong. Just do you, guys. Do you. Kasi life is too short. If may mga project kayo na gustong gawin, happens, gawin nyo lang. Diba, Nika, you told me na hindi mo naman na-imagine yung sarili mo, pero sa vision board mo, merong podcast.
Oo.
And
Sinare ko yun sa'yo. Tapos ginawa ko yun siya 2 years ago. Hindi, yung parang, depende kasi maglilipat kami ng bahay. Siyempre, change yung vision board. Pero andun yun sa file ko eh. Hindi ko na alam bakit may podcast na sa vision board ko. Siguro 2 years ago, gusto ko salita. Na hindi ko
Amadaldal found Amadaldal as well. That's why we created this.
Kasi diba, before kasi I was, parati lagi misunderstood, ganyan. And then, gusto kong magsalita para malaman din, ano yung nasa utak ko. Yung parang ganyan yung thinking ko before eh. Na, hindi nyo lang naintindihan, yan. So, gusto kong magsalita, pero hindi naman lahat gusto makinig. Yung iba naman nakikinig, pero may judgment na, hindi open mind. Sabi ko, kaya kailangan ko ng gusto ko mag-podcast. Yun yung sabi ko, gusto ko just podcast.
Result.
Oo, yung parang gano'n. So, yun. Yes, wow.
Yeah, and I realized something na minsan sa mga gatherings, alam mo yung tingin ng mga tao na parang ang dami nilang gustong itanong sa'yo, pero hindi sila ginagawa. Kasi at the end of the day, no one wants to talk to someone who knows it all. Yung parang ganun, mga bata, the more na madaldal sila sabi, the more na matalino sila.
Correct. And the more you ask, the more you learn kasi.
And at the end of the day, guys, we're aging. But at the end of the day, we're just kids. Yan yung lagi kong sinasabi sa sarili ko. I'm just growing. I know I'm aging. I know I have a lot of responsibilities and padagdag yan. Pero at the end of the day, I'm still a kid. And that's how I like to see my world. Na I'm still a kid enjoying life. So whatever I do, I should be enjoying it. If I'm not enjoying it, hindi ko gagawin.
No, yes. Alam mo, ilan yung sinabi mo, whatever we're doing as an adult, never kill the child within you.
Yeah.
Yan yung napapabuhay sa iyo eh. Kasi dami responsibility ng adult. But if you kill that child within you, yan talaga yung parang, di ka na alam paano maging masaya. Di mo na alam paano mag-smile.
Yeah.
Oo. So, yung spark, mawala.
Alungkot. You will be just like a robot. And hindi naman tayo kinreate as a robot. Meron tayo soul, meron tayo heart, we feel things. So, let yourself feel things.
Correct. Talaga. Powerful yun. Ito gusto ko yun. So, ayun. Ano ba? Wala na yan.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
So, ako, happy sa mga fresh. Dami din natin mga natutunan. So, hopefully guys, marami din kayo na pick up and to be able to engage wherever it is this. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, guys.
Come on, you want it. Come on and get it. Come on, I want it. 오늘 밤 미쳐가.